Hello everyone, today I have a quite interesting video because it's a book review. I haven't done book review at all, I think, because I don't know, I don't read. But I read this book in 3 sittings. Well, not this book, I got actually PDF file because it was published on the 13th of October, but I was waiting for hard copy to record this video because it is so cool to have it in your hand. And to be honest, it's probably way better to knit it holding the book than reading on your phone. Just saying. So it's written by this lady, hopefully I'm saying it right, or Loretta Napoleoni. And first what I did, I searched and Googled her because who the heck is this person? So anyway, it's quite an interesting figure and does not, after reading this book, I would not even know that. Let's face it. So hopefully before I even got anything, I searched and Googled and I think I found her on TED Talks and she was having a talk about economics and something else. Maybe I won't use the word up here, but I'm going to link down below, so maybe if you're interested, check it out. I was a little hesitant at the beginning because the topic was like, what? But then I was watching it and it's quite interesting. So having that in the background and reading this book, I was like, wow. And it's not really a wow for me because since I have this channel, I got comments and messages, most messages for such an amazing people that work in the government. They used to write, some people write books, some people record, design music, that's how you say it. I got information from people who work in the big companies and they studied, you know, all those Oxford stuff. Anyway, you know, just blowing my mind. At the end of the day, everything comes to the one thing, and why those people talk to me like I'm like that comparing to them is that we knit. We have the same skill. Anyway, so this book, it's all about that, about human relationships. And it started from like writing I think a letter to a friend, and and has loads of stories, like even children's story about knitting. It has stories about stuff like economics and politics. I know I'm using big words over here, but you know, about World War II and probably codes in the knitting and stuff like that. It's all written down over here. Even before that, I'm just the worst over here with renewing. Obviously, you would know, for instance, or find in this book when was the first sock found. That's completely bad English, but basically all those basics for who kind of invented knitting, how it developed, what kind of other tools people were using before actually having 2 needles and start knitting. So interesting. So when I got a second email, would I want a hard copy? I said yes, because it's something that I would probably will go back to it from perspective of those details. I know I can Google that stuff, but at the end of the day, if it's everything, it's the one, I really like that. So obviously from that kind of introduction of these things, you will go to more stories and different countries. So that was also kind of blooming understanding like what was happening during that time, especially the worst parts like wars and stuff like that. So anyway, it's quite interesting. It's that family connection that most knitters have, but some don't, that, you know, you learn how to knit from your relatives or friends or aunts or anything like that, and what were you doing during knitting, and so on and so on. So it's a brilliant piece. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I don't read. I listen now audiobooks, and I had to sit down and actually read. Look how thick it is, and I was able to read it in 3 sittings, I say it. So I hopefully understand that right. I think first it took me 75 pages, then I was around 100, I think 80, and I think overall it's 200 something. Maybe on my, yeah, it's slightly different on this, but yeah, anyway, excited. And there is, as I said, a bit of history, but also a bit of science over here. Especially I like, and I need to go back to it, in regards alpaca wool, countries it's produced, environment, climate, comparing, I think, was it a cashmere comparing to yak, oh my, hopefully I'm not saying too much. I like it. I really like it. I really enjoyed it. Everything is wrapped in a personal life experience also, because the author is struggling now while writing this book. So hopefully things went a little bit better now, or go a little bit better now. And knowing the background from perspective of the video that I watched in regards to that TED Talk, you would kind of imagine, I don't know that person, but the person that she travels a lot and she met lots of people through her life. I would love to tell you more, but if I tell you more, I probably will tell you the book. Although my memory is very bad, but all the stories over here are amazing, and there are stories about people. But without giving too much, the main thing also, at the end of the book, there are a few patterns. I know. And as you can see, there's some kind of illustrations. So maybe by though just saying those names of those patterns also will kind of trigger some information you may have heard because of that thing. Or you don't, and then it'll be more inspiring to read about those, because she mentions, and also she mentions over here Brooklyn Boy Knits on the page 19. Just if you have the book, it's there. And if you don't know that, it's a little bit story about that. So, oh yeah, patterns, sorry. So we have a Pussy Power hat, wig hat, World War I and II service socks, which probably I'm going to knit. I don't know how to say it. Phrygian cap. So I'll be putting all on the unisex vest, bikini, Rastafarian hat, rib stitch puppy, brain hat, heart. I would show you the drawings, but actually it includes the pattern, so I can't. I think that's what I have to say. I hope you enjoyed my review. I really liked it, as you can probably see. And even though I knew a few bits from this book already, I didn't know some other parts, which I really enjoyed. And because it was all put into one kind of piece, I probably could read it again, especially I don't have to look at my knitting when I'm reading. And with the final book, especially when it does this, you know what I mean? It doesn't close itself. You literally can put it flat. I can have a second read. Thank you so much for Loretta for sending this book my way. I tried to put all the links down below to purchase the book if you're interested, and let me know down below what do you think about it. So put the comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe, like for any more knitting and crocheting inspirations. Till the next one. As I said, I'm working and reading now about money and business and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of a bit of an extra push from this book, knowing that people struggle, and even though I'm not perfect, but I have some knowledge and I can help, I'll do that. Obviously, I will not share everything because you will need accountant, but I will try to pinpoint some stuff that you'll need to know. I love to learn, and I love to learn taxes and stuff. If you don't know, I'm like, anyway, more about that next time. Bye.